In the immediate vicinity of Dubrovnik and the Dubrovnik airport, at the very entrance into the Gulf of Kotor, considered for one of the loveliest in the world, lies the town of Herceg Novi, the town of flowers. Because of the exceptional geographic position, and even more because of its beauty and the beauty of its surroundings, through its turbulent history, it was the goal not only for its conquerors, but also for those who came to bow before this maidenly beauty and remained there as though all roads led towards it and none out of it. We can say with certainty that one of the first visitors was Odyssey himself, and it is useless to explain why Penelope waited for his return for 20 years. And this is only a part of what was transmitted verbally about this flower amongst towns. A written history tells us this. In the year 1382, this town was founded by King Tvrtko of Bosnia, and he named it St. Stjepan. The actual name of Herceg Novi was given by Tvrtko's successor, Herceg Stjepan Kosača. The town rapidly became an important commercial center and started to threaten the commerce of the neighboring towns, Dubrovnik and Kotor. The Republic of Dubrovnik didn't like to have a competitor in its vicinity, and thus started intrigues amongst the most powerful European states at the time: Turkey, Austro-Hungary, Venice, France, Russia, and even England. And so, very soon, the town fell into Turkish hands, after which it was occupied by the Spaniards, and then again by the Turks, after one of the biggest battles of the 16th century. It then became again part of the Kingdom of Turkey. Later, the town was occupied for different periods of time by Venice, France, Austria, Russia. Each occupant fortified the town, adding walls and fortresses. The Turks built the Canlicula, or Bloody Fortress, the Spanish the Spagnola, the Venetians the Cittadella, etc. Herceg Novi today works mainly on tourism. Its clean blue sea, its mild temperature with a yearly average of 17 centigrade and around 300 sunny days a year, all this has contributed to form this town into a magnificent park where reigns an eternal spring. nature didn't save its miraculous force while creating this spectacular region, hard to imagine it even in dreams, and helped out by its hospitable inhabitants and the touristic organization Boca. All of this will transform your stay into an event that you will remember with gladness and which you'd gladly repeat. What does attract people to this area and makes them stay at least for some time, if not forever? Situated in the Gulf of Kotor, a region that makes the border between the east and the west, where for centuries fought and mixed two big civilizations, this town succeeded in creating a conciliation between these two different natures. If you visit its museums, galleries, churches, monasteries and their treasures, you will realize that this town itself is a beautiful, big, open-air gallery. While Europe, chained by ice, dreams of the rule of the sun, here, in the first week of February, a feast begins under the gentle and pleasant rays of the great yellow celestial wheel. The supremacy of the sun is proclaimed by the delicate and plush flower of Mimosa. It is under the bouquets of Mimosa, that personification of the sun, that the days last that will not stop as long as it is flourishing. Both in the parks and in home gardens, and in the buttonhole and in one's hand, in the street and at a gathering, the flower of Mimosa becomes a sign of recognition of this area, a sign of distinction that distinguishes it from all the others and is a sign of mutual gaiety and goodwill. Apart from all the work that is carried out in a most normal way, these are days of festivities and joy in homes and streets. Whose joy is more genuine than that of child's soul in those days that have moved into town? No one's is. So it is the children that are given the first pass to take over the town, and they do it in their own unique way. The children's joy overcomes the swallows, and that is the signal to the adults that they too may begin and join in the universal mood of joy. fires, heat up the catch from the sea on a thickish layer of oil. And when fresh fish begins to sizzle, bread is taken and the bites and the wine are mixed together in a sweet and heavenly smelling taste. The outpour of wine, that beverage begotten by the sun in the grapes, has not limits, and everyone is offered as long as they will and their legs can support them. The masks and multicolored garments raise the degrees of mood to grades immeasurable, and their main role is to make everyone as nosy as possible, so long as all the atoms of one's body are not replying in a negative way to the question whether one can still stand on one's two legs. On the palm of the hand of the sea, in the modern hotel village called Plaja, beach, one is to find the climax of this pleasant craze. This is so by tradition. In those days, the faces of the waiters and the waitresses are beaming with that extra dose of friendliness and kindness. The kitchens do not refuse to produce anything the guests might demand, and the personnel for both the vertical and the horizontal planes are at hand day and night. These are the moments of complete relaxation of the guests and of the conscious efforts by the hoteliers. So how could one forget these days?
Amici beviamo,